Hey, welcome back to the best series of all time, my first ever Nuzlocke. I'll keep the intro short as I imagine you're getting tired of hearing the Nuzlocke rules every episode. If you haven't already watched my last 3 videos on this series, go watch them and then come back. On last week's episode, we traveled all the way through the savannah, beat up a group of Team Eclipse members in a volcano, saw Groudon appear right in front of our eyes, and even beat the second gym. Along the way, we managed to catch Patrat, Cubone, Litleo, and accidentally ended up killing Torkoal. In today's episode, I'll be catching some new Pokemon and adding them to the team, as well as evolving some Pokemon we already have. Without further ado, let's get into episode 4. So, now that we have defeated the second gym, we are able to head into Route 7, which means more new Pokemon, and also more Pokemon battles. Yeah, there's a lot of trainers on this route, I think. I already see an item back there. Oh, right, water type. Oh, that did, like, nothing. I suppose Meryl isn't that heavy. Since Sarah is poisoned, we are gonna go back real quick, since I don't really want to take any risks. Okay, now that we're all healed up, I think it's time to get our first encounter, or not before we get this quick ball. So for encounters on Route 7, we have Wooper, Poliwag, Bidoof, Surskit, Skitty, Meryl, Sunkern, Yanma, and Ralts. So I'm kinda hoping for a Meryl or Ralts. Ralts has some grass moves, so that's nice, but it's the rarest encounter, so I don't think I'm gonna get it. And Meryl is a water type, which we actually really need. So let's see what our encounter is. And we got a Meryl, nice. That was actually the one I was hoping for. So now we gotta find a way to damage it without killing it. I reckon Floof will be able to do something. There we go. Just a regular Pokeball will do. God damn it. There we go. Finally. Now we gotta give it a name. Okay, so I totally spaced out trying to pick a name, and the option to name my Meryl just disappeared. But we'll just go back to the last Poke Center and name her there. Okay, well we got Meryl. That's nice. Let's head back to the Poke Center. And let's make some changes to our team. Alright, so we caught our Meryl. I'm probably gonna name her Azula, after that girl from Avatar, and because Azul means blue in Spanish, I think. So I think it's a pretty cute name. An appropriate name for Meryl. So now I do have to replace someone in my team, because I do really want Meryl on my team, and eventually evolve it into Azumarill. I think we're gonna replace Little Man. because Little Man doesn't really get used often. He doesn't have super good moves. He's not really part of the team. So I feel like he should be retired to the box for now. And that means that this is the new team. Now it's time to level up Azula a bit. Let's go back to Route 7. And let's battle some trainers. My strategy to gain easy experience for my Pokemon consists of switching my weak Pokemon in for one turn, then switching in a stronger Pokemon to tank hits and do huge damage, sharing the majority of the XP with Meryl. Wow, I did not expect that to happen so quickly. Alright, now in Laguna Lake, I believe this is Laguna Lake? That's what the area is called. there are a lot of Pokemon you can catch. So your first option is fishing, which you get the old rod here. You can fish in these waters, and you can get, I believe, Magikarp and Goldeen, which isn't the best, so we're not gonna go for that. And the other encounters are fossil encounters, so any fossil Pokemon you find in the Laguna Trenches you can revive, and that'll be our encounter for Laguna Lake. But I'm not going to do that either, and the reason is that is purely random. You cannot really select which Pokemon you want, but in the daycare here, there's a lady who says she has some eggs. And we're going to take the purple egg, which contains Toxel. So let's hatch that right now. Oh, the egg hatched. Hey, it is a Toxel. Let's give it a nickname. Let's name him Goober, because he's silly like that. We'll keep Goober in the PC for backup if we ever need an electric poison type. We have him and we can level him up. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do is actually dive for items and fossils. Even though the fossils, I won't be able to revive them to get Pokemon, I will be able to dig up other items. So we have one free ride down to the Laguna Trenches, and the rest will cost Robux. So to keep this challenge as authentic and as free as possible, I will not be using Robux. So only one dive. Okay guys, so we really didn't get that much. I was really hoping on a Thunderstone so we could evolve Eevee into a Jolteon, but we didn't get that. But what we did get were an Everstone, a Damp Rock, 2 Leaf Stones, a Firestone, and a Water Stone. I don't think I will use any of these right now. I know I can use Water or Firestone to evolve Floof, but I don't want to do that since I'm kind of preserving that evolution for later. And the Leaf Stone will come in handy later, I promise. So now that we have done that, there is basically nothing left to do in Laguna Lake. We have hatched an egg here, we have gone down to the Laguna Trenches, and that's really all there is to do here. So now we will move on to the next route. Okay guys, we have made it to route, what is this, route 10? No, I'm sorry, this is Route 8. So the encounters on Route 8 are Oddish, Bellsprout, Lillipup, Starly, Baneri, Esper, Herdier, Staravia, Swablu, and Riolu. So I'm kinda hoping to get an Oddish, because a Vileplume would be very good against the next gym, and we have a Leaf Stone so we can evolve Oddish to Vileplume. And Riolu would be cool too, since it is a designated fighting type and gets a lot of fighting moves. So let's see what our first encounter is. Oh god damn it. Jake has to talk to me because this is actually a double battle route, where me and Jake fight all the trainers in double battles, which is a nice change of pace. So now, let's see what our first encounter is. Hey, it's an Oddish. Let's go! We have to name him. I think because it's a Grass-type Pokemon and it's a male, I will name this after one of my commenters who really likes a certain Grass-type Pokemon, which I cannot get as of now. So we'll name this guy Happy. Why is Jake standing on me? Excuse me. Alright, so we have to get rid of somebody for Oddish, because I really do want Oddish on the team. I think I'm gonna get rid of Eevee. And I know it may not be the best decision to get rid of Eevee, but I really don't use Eevee that often right now, and I really want to level up my Oddish. This double battle in particular was really annoying since these birds kept using Whirlwind, which switches out one of our Pokemon and sends in a new one, making this battle last forever. The nice thing about these double battles with Jake is that he heals me after every single battle. Oh god, did I break the game? What happened? No. Okay, the Oddish is still here. It doesn't have its nickname, though. There we go. Okay, well that's annoying. Certainly doesn't speed up the editing process.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Look what we have here. A cut. So let's cut this tree down and see what's behind it. A Dawnstone. What does that do? Can make a certain species of Pokemon evolve. It sparkles like a glittering eye. Okay, was that it? So I just looked it up. It can be used to evolve Kirlia into Gallade, or a female Snorunt into Frostless. I don't think we'll ever use that, but if we ever come across a Curlia or a Snorunt, we will probably use that. Okay, so Alistair is learning False Swipe, which is really good because if I want to catch wild Pokemon, False Swipe will always leave the wild Pokemon with 1 HP, which makes it really easy to catch. So I'm gonna get rid of Headbutt and get False Swipe for catching Pokemon. Hey, Happy is evolving. Okay, so because it just evolved to Gloom, I can straight away go to Bag and evolve it with a Leaf Stone, and it will be a Vileplume. So now, instead of being a Oddish, Happy has evolved into a Vileplume. So right here the game crashed again and I was pretty done with recording and decided to just speedrun the double battles. Here's how that went. Ooh, I see an item. An Ultra Ball, nice. Dude. Finally beat this guy. Oh, Alistair's evolving. That's nice. Oh god, he jump scared me. I didn't even know he was there. Ooh, TM76. Let's see what that is. Struggle Bug. It's a bug move. Well, I don't have anyone that can learn it, so it's pretty useless. Okay, and we are finally in Rose Cove. This is the city where the next gym is, and also a lot of new encounters. Alright, so my plan for this gym, because it is a water type gym, my plan for this gym is to use Vileplume as my main Pokemon, because it has Mega Drain and I think gets Giga Drain later, which will be extremely effective against the water type Pokemon inside the gym. I will also be leveling up my Toxel, and that electric type will also serve as backup in case Vileplume gets low. So that is going to be it for today's episode, guys. I got all the way to Rose Cove, and next episode we are going to do a lot of things, including this whole battle here, defeating all of these Team Eclipse grunts here, and battling the gym. So please do stay tuned for that. Leave a comment if you want to be named after a Pokemon, because I will definitely keep doing that. And my apologies again for the late uploads. I hope you understand, and I will see you all in the next episode.